today is a big day for the series because we finally have this, the Majesty Lord Blaster set. You may notice there's nothing in here. It's opened. I actually recorded the opening. I had such a good reaction to this, I think. And as usual, the video corrupted, had the weird gray stuff going around. So we're recording this with the webcam, so it might not look as good, but at least we don't have the weird gray stuff going on. I don't know why, but I record my Yu-Gi-Oh videos with my phone, no issues. I'll record Vanguard videos. My phone does not like the Vanguard videos. I don't know. I don't know if it's like the cards have like too much art and the camera can't. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But yeah, this came out today, or a couple, I don't know when this video is going up, but this came out. I got it in the mail. You don't know what this series is. This is me getting into Cardfight Vanguard. As of right now, I pretty much only have the Altmile trial deck and 4 Little Sage Marins. Learning how to play, not this though, and I just want to run through it as if this was my unboxing. So, in with these sleeves. Very, very nice sleeves. Majesty Lord Blaster, just looking so powerful. Absolutely love this. I'm not going to use them though because... See, the thing with me is whenever I get sleeves, I don't like them getting destroyed, and I feel like these usually get destroyed. And I never get to use them, but they're so pretty, and I want to use them. So I'm going to leave them sealed for now. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. And then we have the actual Altmile deck, which isn't really... Well, we have the deck box, actually. I should probably show that first. So, yeah, deck box. Such a beautiful deck box. Honestly, one of the most beautiful deck boxes I've ever seen in any card game ever. Majesty Lord Blaster just looks like... The quality is just so nice. It has, pretty good size on the inside. I might honestly use this for like every card game that I play and just put my decks in there because it is so nice. And then we have the cards. So my cards are already mixed in with like the deck is all shuffled and stuff, but like some of the highlights that we got out of here, we got the Wingull Brave, of course. We got the Blaster Blades. We got multiple of the Flash Shields. We have this card, which I want to talk about, which I didn't even know existed until I read it, and I was like, holy, that's amazing. We have the man himself, or woman, I don't know what Majesty Lord Blaster's gender identity is, but it's Majesty Lord Blaster, and I love Majesty Lord Blaster. More perfect guards, Blaster Blade, Star Call, Trumpeter, which has a completely different effect in this game than it does in Zero. So yeah, if you guys don't know, if you're new to the channel, you're like, what is this Vanguard video? I am a card game player. I love card games. I played Vanguard a little bit when it first came out. Got a trial deck, got the Aichi one, got the Gold Paladin one, played with a friend a little bit. Never went to a tournament, stopped playing. Played Zero when it came out. Love Zero. Don't really play Zero that much, at least the past like 3 weeks. And now I play Vanguard, except I don't play in person because coronavirus. But yeah, so this came out, and first off, I just want to say, take a look at this. I know this angle is really horrible because I have to use my webcam mounted on top of my monitor, pointed kind of straight down. This is one of the most beautiful trading cards I've ever seen in my entire life, and it's guaranteed in this set. Amazing. Majesty Lord, like, Vanguard has the best card art out of any card game. I don't care. Dark Call Trumpeter even just looks so good. The regular Majesty Lord Blasters look so good. So, what is my deck? I should probably organize my deck first, and then I'll get back to you. I have no idea if I've made any sense in this video, but basically, my real unboxing got corrupted. I'm going to do an updated deck profile, as if this was me looking at the cards for the first time, telling you guys why I'm playing some... Now again, I'm a complete noob, so if you're looking at how to play this deck, this is not the video to watch. I recommend watching G-Station, J-I-Station, that's how you spell it. That's where I watched some of their videos about MLB. Pretty good stuff, learned how to play the game. That's pretty good. So, anyway. First, for the not main deck stuff, I don't know what you call these cards. I say I know how to play the game, but I don't know what you call these things. Favorite starter, which is Barkle, which is the same as the one we were playing from the Altmile trial deck, whatever the thing is called. I think it's called like Linneus or Minius. When wrote upon, draw a card. If your opponent has a grade 1, you can get a Quick Shield ticket. Pretty cool. Then we got a bunch of Force 1s and Force 2s and Quick Shield tickets because you need them. So, played a couple of games with this deck. I will probably do, I don't know if I'm going to put them in this video, make a different video showing the games that I played and stuff like that, but I want to go through the deck and some things I like, some things I didn't like. So, for MLBs, I like this. This card's really good. This card, like before when I was playing with Baseless the Altmile trial deck, I feel like the deck didn't have like much of a push. Like my win condition was like getting a Force ticket and critting, and which like any deck with Force can do. Now with MLB, you could like get 3 crits and stuff like that. I found myself when I was playing actually I was just getting the plus 10k boost and just like attacking for like 50k with a crit and like forcing them to block. Very good card. It's a lot better in the actual card game than it is in Zero, I think. And I love this card. I love the art too. One of the most beautiful looking cards I've ever seen in my entire life. Vanguard, whoever your artists are, I don't know who. I don't think they write them on the card. Very, very good artists. Only 2 Alt Miles, so a lot of Vanguard or a lot of MLB lists aren't really playing Alt Mile, but I don't have a lot of cards, so I'm playing Alt Mile. And I notice a lot of MLB decks only play 4 MLBs as their grade 3s, and that's it. I don't understand how people do that and not just never get a grade 3. Because, spoiler for the fight videos, in 2 of the 3 games, I struggled to get a grade 3. And I play more than the actual people who play MLB. But this guy's pretty good as like a backup ride. It could be really strong. It's plus 15k if your opponent has no face-up card, or if you have no face-up cards in your damage zone. I can search for grade 2s. Amazing card. Really, really good card. And then we got the Blaster Blades, of course. Honestly, even these too, like the Blaster Blades and the Blaster Darks, I think these are better in the actual card game than in Zero. So they both retire rear guards. With Blaster Blade, I believe you pick with Blaster Blade. Yeah, with Blaster Blade you pick, and with Blaster Dark your opponent picks. But they're really, really good. Blaster Blade gets a crit if your opponent has no rear guards, I think is what it does. Yeah. But if you have more rear guards, you get a crit. Even better. Like, the amount of crits this deck gets. Like, again, like, this is coming from somebody who has a lot of card game experience in other card games. So, like, a lot of the just general card game theory does translate over to other card games. But Vanguard is just so unique in the sense of, like, with the crit mechanic and the trigger mechanic and how it works. So, some of these stuff I probably think are a lot better than they actually are. Like this card right here. So, when Light and Darkness intersects, this is literally a spell card or a trainer card or whatever. So, grade 2, I believe it's still called grade, even though. And if you have Blaster Blade, it searches for Blaster Dark. If you have Blaster Dark, it searches for Blaster Blade. If you have both, it searches for MLB. This card is amazing. This card, everyone plays 3, and I don't really know why. Like, I would play 4 if I had a 4th one. It's one of the best cards in the deck, honestly. Then we have this guy. This guy gets a grade 2. This is from the Alt Mile trial deck. Absolute Blade Knight Liberat. It's pretty good. I like it, you know. Nice grade 2 ride. If I don't get, granted, if I don't get Blaster Blade or Blaster Dark, that's the one I want to see. Because I don't think this card's very good. I think this is one of the few cards that's actually worse in the actual card game than in Vanguard Zero. So this is Starcall Trumpeter. Honestly, I still don't really understand what it does. But when placed in the Vanguard or Rearguard circle, you Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1 to return a card with Blaster in its card name and a When Lightning and Darkness intersects, which was the order card, from your drop zone to your hand. Like, that's okay, I guess. And then if you have Vanguard with Blaster's name, this unit gets boost, which I think it basically literally means it's a grade 1, basically, and you can just boost. I think it's better in Zero, because you Counterblast 2, call a Blaster. That just seems better to me. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Everyone plays 3, so I don't know. 4 Marins, I like this card a lot. Pretty good. I think Wingull might be better, though. I'm only playing 3, but I probably would bump this to 4. But Wingull, like, I every time I used it in the fight videos, I whiffed it. So you when it boosts a Vanguard, or when it boosts a Blaster, I think. No, when it boosts a Vanguard, and you hit, you look at the top 7 and add a Blaster. It's pretty good. I misread the card when I was building the deck and thought it only said look at the top card of your deck, not top 7. So I'm like, oh, that's not that great. But I played 3 anyway because I just like the art. And it's actually better than I thought, so it worked out. And then 2 Tristan. I'd probably cut a Tristan for another Wingull. I was really scared about being grade locked with grade 1s and not having any grade 1s. It didn't happen, thankfully. I was struggling more with the grade 3s. But yeah, this is pretty much just an 8k booster. Like, it really doesn't do that much. If your Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, you use Counterblast, not Soul Blast, and search your deck for a Blaster Blade. Like, it's okay. It's alright. I don't think many other decks play it, but I just don't have a lot of cards. And then I have the 4 perfect guards, another draw, 8 crits, and I don't know why I only have 3 heals. Oh, the other heal was here. That's why. Wait a minute. How many? Did I mess up my trigger count? I think I did. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh no, I didn't mess up my trigger count. I'm only playing 7 crit. Yeah, the triggers kind of confuse me in this game. I think you're supposed to have 16. I'm not really sure. But then you can't have more than 4 heal. I don't know. Is this a bad... Let me know if my deck is terrible or not, because I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, that's the deck profile. I think these cards are absolutely beautiful. I mean, I didn't really look at it much, but like, look at this Blaster Blade. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful card. It really is a shame that they don't put the artist on the name of the card like they do in Pokemon. Granted, I guess not a lot of card games do that. It's really just Pokemon that I know of. I think Magic does too, but I don't play Magic. These artists are so good. Like, these are easy. I know I said this like so many times. These are easily the best looking cards out of any card game I've ever seen. I feel like these type of cards, like Bushiroad card games in general, actually, I've had the best. Like I've seen White Shorts cards, I've seen Buddy Fight cards. They just look way better than other cards. Yu-Gi-Oh cards are the worst. Pokemon cards, they're all right. You know, they're not bad. But Vanguard, oh my god, they are amazing. So that's gonna be it for this little deck profile / me gushing over how good these cards looked. And now we're gonna get into some of the remote fights. Getting into one of the remote fights, I know it's a little bit scuffed. I do apologize, but this is the best I could do over Discord with the webcams. I'm on the left using my MLB deck that we just showed. My friend Aaron's on the right using a Valkyrion deck. This is actually the third game that we played. He played 2 different Angel Feather decks for the first 2 games. I lost the first game because I couldn't get any grade 3s. And then the second game I won because Crit City, basically. And now this is game 3 against, like, Hyperion. It's called Hyperion, Valkyrian, whatever. Basically, I go first. I got the Barkle. I called the grade 1 Tristan, which I cut to 1, by the way, and I'm playing for Wingull Braves now. Get the draw, whatever. My opponent goes. He's playing these... I don't even know what these cards do, but, like, they get, like, so many boosts, whatever. He attacks, gets a crit or attacks twice. I don't know. My Intersect Sword and my PG get hit, which just sucks. But I go to Live Rot here. Live Rot allows me to get 1 grade 2. I believe I accidentally get 2 here, and then I realized later... I only get 1 key because I accidentally got 2 once and I put it back. But yeah, so I get the Blaster Dark because Blaster Dark is just really freaking good in the actual card game. As I drop half my cards because I'm looking at my cards so I don't forget what they do. Yeah, Blaster Dark is just so freaking good. And then I played the Intersect Sword to get another Blaster Dark because I have Blaster Blaze in hand. And then I retire his front rear guard and then I just swing. Face. Do you call face when you swing? I don't know. He PGs 1. I get a crit trigger on 1. And I accidentally put in damage, but it goes to my hand. Pretty good. Pretty good start so far. I believe I got another blast. I have like all the blasters in hand at this point, and I believe I have MLB in my hand as well. And I'm just generating so much advantage. And at this point, I'm thinking like, while playing this deck compared to the Alt Mile decks, this deck's way better. I realized that going for Force 1 and just getting the 10k boost and forcing my opponent to block was so freaking good because, you know, getting 3 crits is great, but they're going to guard that every single time. But if you force them to discard so many cards, especially against a deck like this, which gets a lot of card advantage, because they drive check like 9 with the Hyperion. I keep calling it Hyperion with Valkyrion. It's really, really good. So yeah, he attacks my Blaster Dark knowing that I need Blaster Blade and Blaster Dark for MLB, but I have another one in hand anyway. And his soul is like 1,000,000, and he has like so many Force 1 markers, like it's insane. Attacks me. I have 2 damage. My opponent has 2 damage as well. I get the MLB, drop it right down. 13k grade 3. I freaking love this card so much. And then here I'm thinking for a while, like I'm not really sure what to do with my grade 2 setup, what to get with Force 1 or Force 2. I decided on Force 1 for the reason I said earlier. Play the Blaster Blade, retire his rearguard, play the Blaster Dark, put another Blaster Dark in the rearguard circle so I can leave one in the front to intercept. Kind of a play from 0. You don't really need to do that in the actual card game, I kind of realized, because intercepts aren't as good. I put the 2 into the soul. I leave the 1 in the front just in case I can intercept because I know he's going to attack for like 50,000 or something stupid. I attack with MLB, get the crit, get the Force 1 boost. I'm at like, I think 2,800. I get the triple drive check actually. I only do 2 there, but then I do the third one after, and I get another Blaster Blade. And I think I hit a crit there too, so my opponent goes off 4 damage now with only the Vanguard out, which is pretty strong. So they ride into Supremacy, I think is what it's called. Gets another Force marker, but puts it on the rearguard circle. Plays another grade 2 or puts it in the soul, or I don't really know what's going on. Like there's so many cards in Vanguard, I don't know what to do. There's the Valkyrion though, but he does a misstep here, just fixes it so he can, because you have to do something before you Valkyrion. I don't really know. You play like that thing, and then you play the Valkyrion, and then you like reveal the top 7 and add something. And then here I'm kind of like, oh, this is bad because that Valkyrion's gonna attack and then stand, and it's gonna drive check like 5 for the first one, or drive check 2 because it copies the grade or whatever. And then it's going to attack again, and then the Vanguard's going to attack as well. So as long as I don't get critted, I'm fine. Here, I believe that once I get attacked, I actually think for a while on what to guard, because I have a Blaster Blade in hand, and I know that I can win within the next 2 turns, because my opponent has 4 damage. I believe they have 4 damage.
So they go for swings, hits with the Hyperion first onto my Vanguard. And I'm asking questions like, wait, what's going on? How much damage? How much does that one get? Because I'm a little confused here. Because this deck is just like, I don't know if this is like a meta deck or if it's more of like a meme deck. I think it's more of a meme deck, but there's a lot going on with it. And my opponent's camera keeps starting, probably from my internet, so I do apologize on that. So he attacks, drive checks 2, I believe. I perfect guard it because I'm like, that has the most drive checks, and when it stands, it's not going to have a drive check, so I'd rather just perfect guard now, so that way if I get critted, I'll be fine. Because if he crits me with the Vanguard, actually no, if I get critted, okay. If I get critted, I can normally guard, is what I'm saying. I can normally guard one of the attacks without using a perfect guard, and then still get critted and be fine. So there I guarded again, so that way I know, like, okay, you'll have 2 more attacks, and I'll take them, and I'll go to 4 damage instead of going to 5 and risking a crit, I think is what I did, because you see, now I'm at 5. So I pretty much try to play around the crit, and then here I'm like, okay, I gotta win this turn, I believe I used Blaster Arc here just to get rid of the intercept, because he could block with it, not like he really needs it. I have another MLB in hand, and I'm pretty sure, unless I'm reading the cards wrong, I'm pretty sure every MLB in play will get the crit, unlike in Zero, because I almost Superior Rided. I don't know why I would have done that, actually. So I play it, and then I get the crit, and then I play Blaster Blade behind it for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Then I played the Wingull Brave just to get the boost, just to put as... Oh, I played the Blaster Blade to get damage, and I think I took it... I don't know. I think I misplayed and meant to play the Flogel just to get the boost. So I have 3 attacks, 2 crits, and I just attack with the MLB, and then I get the Force 1 marker for attacking, I believe, and they just take it, and then I did the triple check, I get a crit, and they lose, although I think they were already at 5 damage. I don't know if that crit mattered. So yeah, what I learned with this deck is really fun. It just feels like a powerful deck compared to when I was playing just the pure Altmile deck, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Getting Into Vanguard. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, let me know in the comments down below ways I can improve the deck, any cool single cards I can get, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.